Hi guys, it's Amira from Four Hats and Frugal. Today I wanted to do a little girl talk. I haven't done a girl talk video in quite a while, but I felt obligated to do one this week because of a recent conference I just got back from. I just got back from Blistum conference, which was in Dallas, actually in Grapevine, Texas. This year it's usually in Nashville. And I had a great time. I wanted to basically do my recap or actually talk about some things on video that I knew would take me about 5 blog posts to get out. So these are a few things that I wanted to talk about when it comes to the aftermath of a conference. There's been a little bit of a conversation going on the Blistum hashtag after the conference. And, you know, as usual with any conference, some people very much enjoyed it, loved it, and some people didn't. And when it comes to those that did not, I'm seeing a lot of people mention their interaction with certain bloggers that they love. When I started to go to conferences, I was very into meeting the bloggers that I really love. I guess actually being able to go up to them and telling them how much I appreciate how they write or what they write and how it touched me really meant a lot to me. And you know what? Sometimes going up to them and doing that turned out very well, and I become friends with a lot of those bloggers, and sometimes it didn't. But I think a lot of people are associating mean girl activities with being in their head and being in your own head. You have to remember that bloggers are people too. Some bloggers that you meet may be introverts. Hello, introvert. And some may be very outgoing and are able to accept you as soon as you come up to them and say hello. And they may be huggers, they may be people who, you know, would like to know more about you, but not everyone is like that. I have to say, when it comes to my time at Blistum, I could see where people were thinking of certain activities or certain behaviors being a mean girl behavior, but people are so different. There was one blogger that I actually really wanted to meet, and I had a chance to talk with them at one of the vendors' areas or suites, and they weren't that responsive. And, you know, it may have hurt my feelings for a second, but I didn't let it continue to hurt my feelings. I figured they have something going on in their head, so I'm not going to project it into my own head. Come to find out that that person is very much an introvert, and they feel comforted being with people that they already know, and the idea of people that they don't know coming up to them and telling them, you know, how much they love their blog still is, you know, very not weird to them, but they still don't know how to process it. And you just have to remember that people aren't going to be the way that you see them in your head. They're their own person. And when you think something is a malicious way of reacting to you, it may not be. Everyone is dealing with certain things. So you stay in your head and keep out of their head. Be part of an anti-click clique. I always make a point of surrounding myself with people that are very open and welcome to others, while knowing that they're not going to allow me to just hang on their, you know, coattails the whole conference. They're outgoing people, so I kind of have to force myself to be outgoing as well. It is very comforting to be with your friends and have your friends there with you the whole 3 days that you're there, but you're also there to make more friends. So putting yourself with people that you know probably won't go to the same sessions as you, probably won't be in the room every time you open the door, will help you to go out and meet people and to get yourself in the mindset of At a conference, I need to be meeting new people. This is not a tailored to you type experience. This is a place for you to find out what you're really like, who you really are, and how awesome you can be in a situation that you're not used to. Make your own fun. Ugh. This one I have been living by since I've started going to conferences. It's so hard to depend on the fun things that conferences provide you. They provide you with so many fun things that you really shouldn't have any problem having a good time. But if it turns out that you're not feeling what they're offering, make your own fun. I had such a great time just being in the room with my roommates, giggling and talking about just insane things, or walking around the hotel and seeing all the beautiful things, the shops, things like that. And just taking advantage of what they do offer you. This year, I actually got up and sang karaoke. Now, if you know me, that's a very hard thing for me to do in front of people that aren't my friends and family. Not even my family. I don't think I've ever sung karaoke in front of my family. But yeah, anyway, that was really hard for me to do, but it turned out to be the most fun time I've had during the conference. And it was just fun. I made my own fun. You dance when nobody's on the dance floor, if that's your thing. You sit for hours with one person that you've really connected to. You can't say that a conference wasn't fun when it's your job to make sure that it's fun for you. You shouldn't have conference prejudice. I know a lot of people, especially people who were at the conference for the first time and seem to didn't have a great time, are saying that they'll never go to any conference ever again. Wrong. Don't ever do that to yourself. Every conference has its own personality, and sometimes that personality may change from year to year. What you should be doing, especially if you are a blogger who's looking for more connection, who's looking to make this their business, you need to go to conferences. You need to go. No matter how awkward and quiet and weird you think you are, you have to go to conferences. And each one will give you something different. I understand the money aspect. I see a lot of people mentioning that as well. Well, coming from me, I am as frugal gets. I understand the importance of conferences. I even sponsored myself to a conference last year. I understand how important this is. I've made some really, really fantastic friends from going to conferences and meeting them in person. I've also learned the ins and outs of conferences by going to each one. I've learned which ones are my absolute number one favorite. And I've learned which ones I might be able to bypass if I don't have the money to go and not feel bad about it. But saying that after experiencing something once that you're never ever going to do it again, it's just hindering your growth. So my suggestion to you is give this conference another chance, or try out another conference. Look for some in your area. Look for some that you've always wanted to go to. Maybe win a pass to go. Don't do that to yourself. Give yourself a chance to learn and grow. Don't let one negative experience scar you forever. I hope that those of you that felt that maybe you didn't have such a great time can now see it as in a different perspective. And those of you who are like me, that made your own fun, know that this is the way we have to do it at every conference. And you know what? Every conference really is fun. It's all about taking out of it what you can and putting into it what you can. So I hope to see you at the next conference, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.